Digimon, more known as a digital monster, was a concept brought by the famous Tamagotchi back in the 90s. The idea of taking care of pets was appealing back then, and you can see that formula is still intact over the years. The purpose of this is to sell, after all. Plushes, cards, dolls, stamps, and other stuff by using media like TV shows and of course video games. In this case I will talk about the PlayStation video games because it was something I grew up with and it's Digimon Card Battle. Digimon Card Battle was developed in Japan by Bandai in December 2000. Later it was released in June 2001 in North America and finally in Europe in 2002. Bandai, I believe this company is famous enough to know who they are, but who doesn't know, I'll give you a few examples of the most popular games launched by them, like Elden Ring, one of the most recent games mentioned, and Dark Souls series. God Bane, I love this game. God Eater, bless your soul, and others like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and tons more video games. I didn't see that people talk about this game much, so today I will talk about Digimon Card Battle. Like the title says, it's all about cards. You start the game and they give you this awesome fight. Of course none of this exists in the game, really. The most they give you is something like this. In the beginning, you will configure your game. First, the sound if you want to switch between mono or stereo. Also, you have the option to activate or not the polygon fights. The polygon fight is this. In my case, I turn it off because it's easier to play. Then you will give your character a name. By the way, you can change your character. Even the game says that this one is the only character you will be. Then you will choose between those three cards: Beamon, Hawkmon, and Armadillomon. Beamon is the strongest deck. It has the fire and dark cards. Hawkmon is the balanced deck. It has the plant and rare cards. And finally we have Armadillomon, which is the hardest of them all and it has the rare cards in the deck. For easy understanding, Beamon will be the easy mode, Hawkmon will be the normal mode, and Armadillomon will be the I made a mistake mode. And after this brief explanation, you go with Betamon. I suggest you to do the tutorial with him because in that way you will learn the basic of the game. But if not, then I'll explain to you. We start with three types of monsters: R, C, and U. R stands for Rookie, C for Champion, and U for Ultimate. Those three cards are everything, but you have to start always with that Rookie card. I don't recommend using Champions or Ultimates as the first thing you choose because they will cut your Digimon true potential by half and by quarter, so it's useless if you don't evolve them normally. Also, you cannot leave the deck without Digimon because it's against the rule and practically you're breaking the game. Each time you put a Digimon, you have three different attacks: Circle, Triangle, and X. Circle attacks are the more powerful of them all. The triangle attacks are the normal attacks, yeah. And the X, that it might be the weakest from them all, but they have special condition by pressing it. Those conditions will save you multiple times during your gameplay, I guarantee you it does. Beside you have the DP container. DP or Digivolution points is a mechanic in the game for you to digivolve your Digimon. Also, the Digimon has health points, or HP. The connection of the game is this. In the game, you have to defeat 3 Digimons, and by doing this, you have to bring the Digimon HP drop to 0. If you or the enemy do this first, is the winner. Also, if you don't have any cards left to draw in your deck, in your next turn, automatically you lose, so be aware. Each victory will give you 3 cards for you to create a more powerful deck. For having a real powerful deck, you have to keep in mind those 3 points: attack, defense, and duel speed. Attack, how much damage you can do in that duel. Defense, how much you counterattack the enemy, like also how constant you heal your Digimon. And Digivolve speed, how fast you can evolve to the next Digimon. Digimon have different elemental types, and those are Fire, Ice, Plant, Dark, and Rare. Fire types are the strongest when it comes to attacks, but it has moderate HP and Digimon points in it. Ice types are great for defense, thanks to the health point they have and also for the effects. It has a moderate Digimon points, but they might have a weak attack. Plant types are great for a fast Digivolution, and like fire types, they have a moderate HP, and the attack are moderate too. Dark types are bad when it comes to effects. I mean, they help you a lot when it comes to defeating an enemy, but also is affecting you. The attack dynamic is strange. Another Digimon has the strongest attack in the circle, but in dark types they have it in the triangle or in the X. Not to mention the attack is weak and their Digimon points are low, making it hard to Digivolve fast. And rare types, these cards are the hardest to manage in a duel. They are weak in every sense. The only thing they succeed in this is the effects, which I'm not gonna lie, they are good. Some effects, either way. Of course, for each deck you have your option card. Option cards are support items that help you in that duel. They usually have effects like healing, adding more attacks on your Digimon, change your Digimon type, attack first, draw cards, discard cards. I don't know if you remember, but I said a while ago, we start with 3 types of monsters, R, C, and U. During your adventure, you have 3 partners in total for you to bring on. Each time you win a duel, depending on what you did in the duel, they will give you experience for your partners. Each level up will give you Digiparts. Basically, you can custom your partner with this and make it stronger, and later in the game they give you something called Digi-Armors. When I say there are 3 types of Digimons, R, C, and U, well, actually there are 4 and it's an A standing for Armor. If you saw Digimon 2, you know what I'm talking about. This feature makes your partner Digivolve without the necessity of any Digimon points. Of course, any card games have overpowered cards, and I'm talking about the 7 cards. It's just gonna say that it's cheating you have it in your deck. And of course you have useless cards like the Digi-Duels. And you want to have them just for the sake of having them and complete 100% of the game, then you have to fuse, like, a lot. Also, fusing, like the name suggests you can fuse 2 cards and create a new one. In the game, you can go into 3 types of fusion. Fusion R, you only can fuse Rockies on it, and they give you a vague idea of what kind of card you will get. Fusion C, you can fuse Rockies and Champions, and they at least give you an idea of what kind of cards it's gonna be. A demon card or an option card, you know. That's it. Fusion U. You can fuse Rockies, Champions, and Ultimate, and they'll give you the name of the card you will obtain in the fusion. And that's the basic concept of the game. This game is on the PlayStation. At this point, you simulate the game itself. It's impossible having a copy right now. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching the small explanation of the game, and I see you next time.